salute when you see me. Yeah, salute when you see me. I'm getting greedy, I blow the whole budget on me, that's on me, I'm conceited. Treaty, nah, that ain't how we treat it. This right here sound like a three-peat. I put the in it sound like I'm knee deep, I'm like, oh, you too needy. Me and HB going Juvie and BG, they gotta put my face on the box of Wheaties. I'm praying for whoever think they competed. Salute when you see me. That's all he ever, so that's how you greet me. I'm going TM 101 cheesy, and plus they got D2 on repeat. I'm with the love of my life for like 3 weeks, cause that's all I needed. She wanna go on a trip or retreat, but I'm sorry, I never retreated. I set the bar so high that you might as well leave it. I'm going undefeated.
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to North Carolina and Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerge from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Dallas Cowboys. Oh, I think the Panthers have got it. They did. Carolina football. A play fake, and it's Darnold. Flushed out right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On 2nd and 10, Darnold. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. To the air again, Darnold. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Now Darnold going to take it and just bat this one forward to his wideout. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Darnold on 3rd down. And he's got the hook up to Moore. Touchdown, Panthers. DJ Moore, 28 yards. And the Panthers are going to take a 1st quarter lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. They got the 7-0 lead in the pocket, and they're going to try an onside kick. Oh, I think the Panthers have got it. They did. Carolina football. Well, they just scored, they got the lead, and they decide to keep their foot on the accelerator, so to speak.
Scouting, scouting, scouting. They had to have seen something in their preparation for this game that told them in this situation, if they get the look they like, let's go ahead and go for it anyway. They like being bold. I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
A first carry for Amir Abdullah. And for a 2nd straight play, that Cowboy defense gets him to the ground behind the line of scrimmage. From the 50, it's Darnold. He'll buy some time right. As he throws there, incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Now let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And the Cowboys will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
Meanwhile, Prescott's throw pulled in by Lamb. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
He did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them. He's got 1 touchdown pass already in this quarter. Obviously looking for number 2 and definitely not playing the check down game.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. To throw again on 2nd down, Darnold. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
So many offense want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DeMonte Kazee. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now it's Darnold. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. So the screen pass goes backwards. That play seemed to have a potential disaster written all over it from the start.
I mean, wasn't that a tough spot on the field to make that call? You're inviting defensive linemen and linebackers to get pressure. So if one of them sniffs this out, you're definitely in danger, and this time it costs them 2 points.
So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20. This will be fielded at the 17. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Yeah. Can he put it aside? Let's find out. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. This is Elliott. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
Prescott with a throw caught by Lamb. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Now Elliott. And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. Second down and goal. Prescott. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dalton Schultz, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Cowboys have taken the lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. And he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead is now 2. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Abdullah's going to stay put, and the drive will start at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get. And it's just so strange to see that go up on the board. And then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. first down, it's Darnold. Eluding the pressure right. And Darnold got to be intercepted for the third time. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. 3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defense.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Zerline connects on the extra point. And that makes this a 9-point game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Amir Abdullah going to take it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. They'll run the screen with Hubbard. The first down screen pass, good for 5. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. From the 31, Darnold being chased out left. He'll find his man, Terrace Marshall, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Darnold on first down, rolling to his right, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout, as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He gets this one to Hubbard, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. On the return, here comes Amir Abdullah. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Faking the give, Darnold. Out to his left. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And they force another incompletion.
Darnold from the gun. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. And they are going for it. Darnold. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Throwing to start the drive, but that went incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Draw play, Elliott. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Get that quarterback.
Darnold down to throw. He'll dump this one off to Hubbard. So no gain on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 10. To throw is Darnold. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Hey, here we go.
Here's Darnold. Dancing to his left. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a 1st down.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Back to throw, Darnold. Forced out to his left. And he's going to go out of bounds. Gigantic loss. Kept retreating. Steps out. That goes down as a sack and a big loss of yardage. On 2nd and a long way to go. Darnold escaping the pressure right. They'll get this complete to the running back, Hubbard. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. Here's Darnold. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 41. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
60 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And he is caught by Lamb. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in. from the shotgun. It's Prescott. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Zerline's kick is up and through. And that will make this now an 18-point ball game. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Darnold. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Osa Odighizuwa picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front and getting to them. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
The Panthers on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 19. Steps away to his left. Thomas brings it in. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence.
Touchdown! Terry Trimble, 30 yards. And the Panthers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. All right, so this one not quite over yet. Back to a 2-score game, CD.
Yeah, and you've still got 4+ minutes to go, so when you think about comebacks, it's happened before. Now, it hasn't happened often, but you've got to think to yourself, let's be the next great comeback story and play this one out.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And they got it. They recovered it. They hang on now. There's a penalty flag down. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
A 1st down throw, Darnold. He gets it to Thomas. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. A good start there on this 4th quarter drive. They need more of what we just saw.
Down a couple of scores. There's still time, all right? It's not like, they're totally out of it, but they have to score quickly, and they're going to need some big-time plays, chunk plays, explosive plays. They need yardage on each snap.
On 1st down, Darnold buying time to his left. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A big play that time through the air. 36 yards. Now Darnold. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Looking to throw. Flush to his right. He finds his man. Complete. It's Fletcher. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10. Now back to throw. Touchdown, Panthers. DJ Moore, the touchdown throw from Sam Darnold. And the Panthers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And it's caught inside the 5. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And the Cowboys are able to recover. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Inside of 2 minutes remaining in a 2-point ball game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. A 1st down carry by Elliott. 69 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Again, it's Elliott. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Darnold. He finds his man, complete. That's more. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on first down. Darnold being chased out left.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Darnold to throw.
Oh, no, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys.
Well, that drive wasn't the case.
I shall come forth as pure gold. Have you been tried in the fire?